and he's closing in on that. 74-63, 11-point lead Sixers. Sidney Green with a move on Barkley, then is fouled. That'll be on Barkley.
Well, the big fella tries to block everything. Sid Green faced the basket, made a nice move, got Barkley in the air. He'll go to the line.
Third foul on Barkley. Sidney Green at the line. He's 4 for 4 tonight from that charity stripe. Make it 5 for 5 for Sidley and give him 7. A diamond in the rough in this youngster. He's just got to get that confidence. That gives him 8.
Yeah, they want Sidney to come and play every night. They want that consistency, even in practice. You practice how you play how you practice, Milo.
All right, 4 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Richardson, Bobby Jones. Moses faked it. Now going to take it on Corzine. Fakes, jumps, and got it. And Malone has 23. He pulled all his moves he had on that move, didn't he?
Right. And for those of you throwing the boos at Dave Corzine into your TV set, he's got a tough job tonight. Moses does that on everybody. Dave playing pretty good D.
That's B-O-O-S, not with a Z. And Corzine answers. And Corzine with 14. 76-67, Philadelphia. 3:30 remaining in the quarter. Tony
on the jumper there. You were so surprised to see it go in for Tony that you probably thought it was 3.
(78-67). Watley will jump it. Won't get it off the front. Rebound by Barkley. And he loves to dribble that ball. And when he's coming, back behind the back. Out to Richardson, too. Richardson with 6, his first in the quarter, and it's a 13-point lead.
How come all those big guys like to play guard?
Well, I'll tell you one thing. They get out of the way when he comes down there anyway.
I would, too.
Yeah, they may be kind when they say he weighs 260. That'll go for the Q-man, and Daly has 8, 6 in the quarter.
Speaking of 260, Quentin Daly down from 202 to 192. The management team there at the Bulls thinks he plays much better at this weight, and obviously is starting to score a little bit more.
All right, Higgins is back in, and Jordan goes to the bench. Oldham's in at center, and Dave Corzine will get a rest. 2:45 remaining in the third quarter. Q did not make the three-point play. 80-69 Sixers. We're under 3 minutes in this third quarter. Bobby Jones looking inside, but swings it far side to Tony. Tony makes a move, and that will count.
Tony with the jump shot a minute ago penetrates the middle. You see Sidney Green coming over to help. You make the call. The referees counted it.
It's a second foul on Watley. And Tony, for the second time in the quarter, makes a three-point play and has 8 all in the quarter. 83-69. Their biggest lead was 15. They built it back to 14. 2:18 remaining in the quarter. Overload the far side. Oldham. Whoa. Bobby Jones and Malone on him. That'll be a foul on Bobby Jones, and that should be his second of the night. With only 2:15 remaining in the quarter, the Sixers have had a big quarter here, and they lead the Bulls 83-69. Oldham will be at the line. From the line, he's a 62% shooter. Rolls it. Oldham gets his first point of the night. Didn't get the good roll that time. So it's 83-70 Philadelphia, approaching the 2-minute mark in the third quarter. Jones tried to whip it in the middle, but broken up in there by Green. Gets it to Watley. Watley looking on both wings, but takes it in and got it. He looked everybody off and made it himself.
Nice little sweet shove off here. You'll watch his left hand down below. Just push Bobby Jones enough out of the way to get it up.
Watley has 4 all in the quarter. Bulls trail by 11.
Oh, that's a late call right there. Neither official had a very good angle. Kevin Lockery obviously not happy with the call. I think he just felt that Tony went to the floor. He had to call something. calls the push, but when a team's in the bonus, you're putting a deadly free throw shooter like Andrew Toney on the line. He's only shooting 87%.
All right, Clement Johnson, number 45, will give Moses Malone a rest at the pivot. Second foul on Daly, and the free throw is no good by Toney. That's only the second one they've missed all night. The Bulls have missed 4. 83-72 Sixers. Add a point to that as Toney gets his 9th point of the quarter. 12-point lead, Sixers. Watley will bring it up for Chicago. These two clubs meeting for the 3rd time this year. Sixers trying to make it 3 in a row, and little Mo, Enos Watley.
Enos getting some time, taking the ball to the basket. They're not picking him up, so he's just putting it up to the hoop.
Richardson to Barkley to Jones. They moved it good, and that's, and Jones goes for the slam.
Secret against the zone press, get the ball in the middle. Charles Barkley, despite his size, can handle it.
86-74 Sixers moving toward the minute mark. Tried to alley-oop it, broken up by Jones. Here comes Barkley behind the back. And they commit the foul. Goodness gracious. Charles Barkley. That's the 3rd foul on Oldham.
Barkley, as you can see, never missed a dinner. Get a little fancy Dan there. Higgins kind of bailed him out. I don't know if he'd have finished that little behind the back move.
Barkley with 13.
I was talking to Pat Williams. I said, you know, you get a guy that size, he may be quick and agile at 263, which you say is generous, but boy, constant pounding like that on his legs over a long season after season will add up, and Pat said that's as light as we can get him.
87-74 Sixers. We're under a minute in this 3rd quarter. Daly quarter court far side against Richardson. Makes a move, puts it high. Archer, no. Slapped up by Oldham, no. And as Oldham came down on Johnson, there'll be a foul on Oldham. He's picked up number 4.
Well, the Bulls have run their half-court offense as well as I've seen them run it all year tonight. Right now, they're not doing a very good job. Everybody seems to be getting in everybody else's way.
87-74 Sixers, 46 seconds remaining in the quarter. Sixers led at the first quarter by 2, led at the half by 6, and have really had a big 3rd quarter here. That will not go for Clement Johnson. Remember, you'll be able to relive the Cubs clinching the division against Pittsburgh. That'll be a replay on Channel 9 Tuesday, February 19th, 7 o'clock, Channel 9. Oh, he missed them both. Wouldn't go for Barkley. And Sidney Green battled and got that board finally. Nearing the half-minute mark in the 3rd quarter. Watley inside the lane, dotted line, and he's tried to penetrate in a whistle against the Sixers.
Well, the Bulls are spreading the floor way out, putting all 3 little men out high, letting the big men post down low, opening up that middle lane for people to drive and make an attempt. Now, Watley very good at dishing a ball off, hasn't had to yet. They've allowed him that lane to the hoop, and maybe that's one of the reasons they're afraid that he's much more deadly giving it to somebody else than taking a shot himself.
So he got them both. 8 points in this quarter and the game for Watley. Richardson will bring it up. Gives it back to Toney. To Richardson again. 20 seconds. 12 on the shot clock. Will not go for Richardson. Comes off near side Daly. Bulls will bring it up with 12 on the big clock. No shot clock running. 8.
See how the floor is spread out, Milo?
Yeah, Daly spins and rejected by Barkley. Jones fires no, and the quarter is over, and the 3rd quarter score shows the 76ers with 87, the Chicago Bulls 76. We've got a quarter to go at the Spectrum, sold out in Philadelphia as Michael Jordan continues to put them in the seats. A lot of seats that haven't been filled in many of these arenas lately, and that goes for Chicago Stadium as well. I'm Milo Hamilton with Johnny Mengelt. Arnie Harris, our producer, on the road tonight. And the Sixers are leading 87-70.